So uncivilized.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a Tuesday night, first Tuesday night of the year, man, for Uncivilized Scoundrels Collector's Edition. And yeah, we are here. Happy New Year's, man. Hope you guys, everybody's doing well today. And we've got quite a few things we want to talk about. I mean, there's something big that happened. There's a report that went around. We're going to go and discuss all of that. That's outside of the collecting realms, but it's too big not to talk about. But of course, I couldn't do it without my man Eric, without Harold, Commander Green, and without Luis. Here's the rest of the Scoundrel gang here, Collector's Edition. How's everybody doing tonight, y'all?
Good, man. Happy New Year.
Good.
Happy New Year's, guys.
Yep.
New Year's, everyone.
Yeah, we out here for another year of Star Wars, man. There's gonna be so much that's gonna be going down, man. Our wallets are already crying out in terror, and they will not be silenced, right? The releases will not be silenced. Oh man! First of all, Eric, Happy New Year, man. How's everything been, man, since our last time?
Good. Just I got my Commander, my Wolf pack, my two of them, and then I picked up some Black Series figures. So.
Nice. How you like the Wolfpack figures, dude?
They look good. They're still in the, I still got everything in the box, but
even over the crap.
but yeah, no, I'm happy. I got two right now, and then I'll get the rest of it from Sideshow.
All right, that's cool. Cool, man. Sweet. Yeah, Sideshows, they still have them in stock, man.
Yeah, they have the deluxe.
They're waitlisted, and now they're all deluxes in stock. So that's cool. That's cool, man. Harold, Commander Green, dude. Happy New Year, man. How's everything going? How's it been?
Doing good. Same for me. I finally got my wolf pack in, and happy to have those. And just searching my email every day for Commander Wolf, just like hoping that shows up pretty soon. So, just looking
as
forward
much
to that.
As I want Commander Wolf, yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Sorry. Hello? Am I frozen?
Oh, it froze. No.
Okay, you're good. Go ahead. Am I frozen?
No.
No?
I think I was done. I think, but then it froze.
All right.
But I'm good.
No, sorry I cut you off, man. You were saying aside from that.
No, just looking at stuff on wait lists and trying to decide if I want to attempt to buy a few things. I know we've talked a little bit behind the scenes, so I'll talk about that tonight and see what kind of a trouble I can get into. So, yeah,
that's the best way to start the new year, dude, man, is get your finances already messed up, right? See what we can get into.
Yep.
Luis, bro, Happy New Year, man. How's
New Year, brother.
Been a couple weeks?
Oh man, I feel like I've been battling this cough for a month, man. I've been
dude.
It started Christmas Eve, my kids had it, then of course it got to me, then my wife got it, and now it's still kind of lingering for the most part. It's just like a lingering cough. So, apologize in advance if I cough here and there. But other than that, man, just had a nice, peaceful New Year's. Watched the finale of Stranger Things, I'm sure like many. And
haven't seen
okay, yeah, I won't say anything. But yeah, man, just ready for the new year, ready for hopefully a better year than 25. And we all are looking for a better year than last. And I'm sure for releases, we're looking for better than last. But I don't know. I think next year, we're going to need a year to save up for next year.
You ain't lying, bro.
This is the prequel to next year, the original trilogy, as far as spending and everything. So looking forward to next year, even though this year just started. But I can take the potential
new stuff, dude. Right? For the 50th anniversary.
Yeah,
that's gonna come so fast, man.
It is, man. I was just getting used to writing 2025, and here we are, 26. So
Mm-hmm.
See how it goes.
Yeah, let's see if we can survive another year with all this stuff, man. But I'm happy to see all of y'all, man. I mean,
Likewise.
getting started again for the new year, just talking collectibles, man. But first, man, before we get started, I gotta give props to this man right here, Harold. You've been killing it, dude, with your photos lately, man. And I just wanted to share what you've been doing recently with your most recent one, man. With your with the Wolfpack figures, man. And the way you show the BTS on these, I'm like, okay, well, it's like this is like on your front porch or something like that, right? Or your back porch.
Yeah.
Or what have you.
Yep.
But you've captured the environment, man, the tension or the intensity of what's going on in this scene right here, man. I mean, you've got why am I drawing on his name right now?
Comet.
Yes, Comet. Yeah, Comet calling in for reinforcements, dude, while Singer's just going for calling for cover. But with a Droidica and a Super Battle Droid behind them, man. I mean, that's tough between the two of them, dude. But I'm sure they can overcome that. But this is an awesome shot, man. I gotta give you props for this.
Thank you,
man.
Man.
If you guys haven't already, man, check out Commander Green's Instagram page. I'll link it in the description below. Because my man's doing some crazy work, dude. I mean, this is his latest photo that he dropped. But look at these, dude. There's another one here. I mean, him having fun with the Wolfpack troopers with the 104th. And here's a little BTS that he shows also, man, which is always fun to see. He's got that outdoor environment to actually bring these shots to life, man. Look at that. Look at that.
I need to do that more. I think that's important. I think for the hobby. I mean, there's so many photographers out there, and just to see it's simple tricks and things like that people don't think about and that people have helped me with. So it's kind of cool to pass that on to everybody.
And I love how you do like the what was it? What is it called? Like the sense of scale.
The force
when you implement some of the smaller things into the shots. It's really cool how you put that together, man. I really like it a lot.
Thank you.
I was about to say,
especially that last one. That one was one of those that I had in my head that way, and it came out exactly the way that I wanted it to. So that one.
Yeah, the force perspective. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And the simple shots too. I mean, like you said, with a cotton ball and a couple lights, man. Look what you can achieve.
Yep.
That's so cool, dude.
Simple things around the house, like that scene right there. Grievous is coming around. It's a little space heater, like just to try to give the scene a little bit of just a little background, so it's not just a plain.
Yeah, I mean you're telling a story here, man. I mean you can see like the tension with their anticipation of what's coming around the corner. That's really freaking cool, dude.
Harris should start doing like these homemade AI videos from Star Wars, and that will work.
Well, I am kind of anti-AI, and somebody tried to call me out and say that I use it, which that's why I've been doing the behind the scenes too. So I was like,
how dare you guys?
I don't use any of that, and I just everybody's got their thing. It's like, it's fine. I don't care if other people do it, but yeah.
That's a sign of success, man. You're doing something right when people are calling you out like that. They know it's real, but there's the proof, man. Yeah. Once again, y'all check out Commander Green's Instagram page. Like I said, I have it listed in the comments below or in the description below. And yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're just doing amazing work, dude. Freaking love it. I'm a big fan of yours. I tell you that like every day. So,
you do. I appreciate it.
Yeah, always, brother. So something happened today. So we want to take a quick. We want to dedicate some time to talk about the particular subject. Something happened. So we had some news that happened outside of the world of collecting, but still involves Star Wars. I think it's something big. It's not official news yet, but it is. It is a report that was leaked, directly coming out of Lucasfilm. So we'll talk about it in a second. But first, I want to say what's up to Johnny Chronicles. What's going on, my brother? Happy New Year, everybody in the chat right now. We got Real Mike Torres. What's up, Mike? Hey, what's going on, man? We got Luis doing double time in the chat and on the panel. What's going on, brother? We got Decom Celebration 2027 tickets will probably go on sale April or May. Yeah, that sounds about right, man. That celebration's right around the corner too, dude. It's gonna be the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, man, and I'm happy that it's in my backyard, but downtown LA sucks. The convention order sucks. You cannot find parking anywhere, man. It's horrible. 1-6 Chris is in the building. What's going on, man? We got my guy Blue Tattoo. What's going on, Blue? Always appreciate seeing you, man. And Mike Fella, my guy. What's up, man? Some good shots. Yeah, dude, he kills it, huh? Yeah, Harold absolutely does an amazing job, dude, with the stories he tells and everything about the shots. Also, okay, guys, so let's go ahead and talk about this thing. So there was a report that came out from this dude over at the site called what was it? I forget the name of the site already. Like Puck. Yeah, in a report from Puck filed by Matthew Belloni or Bellany. I don't know how to say his name, but apparently this dude's legit. So what he basically reported today is that Kathleen Kennedy was supposed to, from what I heard, was supposed to resign at the end of 2025, right? But 2025 came and went, and nothing has happened. She's still there. But supposedly in the next couple of weeks, we're supposed to see some official news coming out of Lucasfilm talking about her stepping down, and replacing her will be 2 presidents of Lucasfilm, right? And which will be Dave Filoni and Lynwyn Brennan. I don't know how to say her name properly. So yeah, supposedly we're gonna be getting co-presidents, of Lucasfilm. For me personally, man, I mean, I kind of feel like I've really enjoyed Filoni's work for what he's done so far, right? But he hasn't done that much. He's only done. He was basically George Lucas' Padawan, right? George brought him up while doing the Clone Wars, and taught him a lot of lore and the stories and everything, right? We all know Filoni created Ahsoka. That's the baby. So then with the Clone Wars, with Rebels, he did a great job for everything that he was involved in. Ahsoka, I enjoyed it. Okay, I don't think it was the best, but it was cool. I actually want to go back and watch it again. But I know that one wasn't received well amongst the Star Wars community. So with him, just with those 3 projects, I just feel like it's not enough on his resume for him to be actually be put into this kind of role as a co-president of Lucasfilm. I just don't personally think he's ready yet. I want to see him develop more on the creative side as far as like different eras in Star Wars, because the Star Wars universe is so vast. There's so many things that go on in many different timelines. And I kind of want to see him do something outside of, the Clone Wars and at the Age of the Rebellion, right? So, which he kind of did with Ahsoka, but it was still pretty close to that original timeline. But yeah, for right now, I'm just taking this as a reported rumor until we actually see an official announcement from Disney. But I want to get you guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about Kathleen Kennedy finally stepping down? I know she hasn't been the best face for the company, but she has brought us some decent work, man. I mean, Rogue One, best Star Wars Disney movie out of everything. Andor was well received. Myself, I thought it was okay. I mean, I was actually bored through a lot of it, to be honest, but I recognize it for what it was. I really want to go back and watch it. I want to get you guys' thoughts, man. I'm going to start with Luis, because we were talking about this too, dude. So I want to hear your thoughts about what do you think about everything that's going down with Lucasfilm.
I think it will be nice to have leadership under someone who knows more the lore, right? I feel Kathleen Kennedy is, a huge fan. Obviously, she's been one of the kind of cornerstones for a lot of the big hit pop culture movies growing up, so she's not someone who was just randomly selected just because. She's got mad skills, and unfortunately Star Wars is a project that very few people, even George Lucas, I mean, the poor guy created it, and think of all the all the bad rep he got for the prequels. Now, 30 years later, 25 years later, I should say, we treasure them, right? So you're as good as your last project, and I think Filoni obviously has a huge bar that he has to just lift up, and I think he'll do a great job. But I also feel like Filoni does get a bit of an overhype to him. Like you said, yeah, he's come up with some great characters. But I think what he has to bring to the table that a lot of these higher-ups didn't is the lore. He obviously was understudy to Lucas and would be best to kind of take that mantle from a creative side. But I also do think that he kind of gets too creative and kind of goes in different directions. So that I feel like is going to be his biggest fault, is going too otherworldly and maybe not so much focusing on the lore that's been established. Right, and I think that's the problem with Disney, is they've tried to do their own thing outside of the universe that's been established with Lucas, that it fell flat. And when they try to, kind of take what was already given and put a new spin, they get critiqued for not being original. Then they go way outside of the universe. Then it's just doesn't feel like Star Wars. So it just goes to the fandom, right? We're never satisfied. So I think it'll be great because we have someone who was pretty much Lucas's apprentice, Padawan, and now he is taking the reins on a huge role if everything does come into fruition. But I think it's his lore and his deep critical thinking of what Lucas established in the prequels and from the original trilogy that I think is going to be his strongest asset. So of course I'm excited, like I'm sure everyone is. I'm not jumping for joy thinking that the universe is saved, but I'm excited to see what he could bring from a story perspective, and I think we'll probably see more of his universe come next year and moving forward. I don't think we'll see much of anything other than what he's contributed to the projects, being Mando and Grogu and Ahsoka season 2. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited, very hopeful, step in the right direction, and we'll say that.
Yeah, personally, I'm really not that excited of Mando and Grogu because it's just basically the tail end of the story itself of the Mandalorian, in which we've seen on Disney Plus as a show. So mentally, I can't see it as a movie, man. I mean, in my mind, it's just like an extended episode of like Mandalorian or something like that. But I'm going in with low expectations and hoping I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I feel like it's a setup to season 2 for Ahsoka. If they can bridge what we saw at the end of season 1, where you've got Ezra and the rebellion essentially, and now you've got the Mando side of, hey, there's a war that's coming, now we got to bring in the Mando characters, and then you bridge it all together with season 2, right? So I see it. It's pretty much just like a large episode, and like a finale to bring in season 2 of Ahsoka. And if Ahsoka does well, which I think we're all just wanting to see the Clone Wars live action, they could literally do nothing with the story, but if they give us flashbacks of the Clone Wars live action, I feel like that's all they need to do.
I would love to see that, dude. I mean, even though I said what I said as far as like showing us like more of a vast story or something like that from another era,
right?
I can't lie, man. I would love to see the live action Clone Wars, dude. I mean, for 100%. Me, I'm sure Harold as well, dude. When they showed that in Ahsoka, man, we're all just like, oh my god, look at that, getting all giddy and shit.
And I think that's what a lot of people kind of, if you take that Clone Wars era flashback away from Ahsoka, it wouldn't have been, as impactful. So they would be doing themselves injustice if they don't give us more flashbacks.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm still now, Harold. Going to you, bro. I'm excited for the potential of Filoni, man. Of his creative. Lewis was saying, for the creative side, how he can still have that creative control over what's going on, with Star Wars in general. But I hope they don't surround him with a bunch of yes men, like how George was with the prequel trilogy, man. And just letting them fall, crash, and burn. Because you remember, bro, the prequels weren't really received that well, and it took a long time for them to really appreciate it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about all this? What's going on?
I mean, honestly, I think it's one of those deals, though, that it's fine if they're put in these positions, but they have to be allowed to do their work and not be controlled from above. Because I think no matter how much people say they dislike Kathleen Kennedy, I think she would have run the company a lot different if it wasn't acquired by Disney. I mean, it's like they're over her. So at the end of the day, they kind of have final word of what's going to be done. So I still think that was a big part of that. I mean, she could use her clout and all the time that she's put in the industry to lean on them and lean back at them and say, no, we need to do it this way. Obviously, those things didn't work out that way. So that kind of remains to be seen. But I think, at least as a co-leader, I think it's good for him. I know Dylan was making the comment, he shouldn't be running a business, which I agree, which I think with somebody else being there for that business part that's been in that role, which you had brought up since like 1999.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
That can take that away from him. So it is, again, he can focus on that lore and leading those teams. So I think that could be like a big difference too. Just again, letting them do the work and not stepping all over them. I mean, Warner Brothers does that with, the DC universe completely, changing things. I mean, we see that all the time. So.
And that's what's interesting. Yeah, Dylan, that I understand what you're saying. You really want him in the role because you still have his hands on the creative side of things. Yeah. And I think with the fact that they're doing co-presidents, that will still free him up to be more like the top dog on the creative side, right? And then you got Lin-Wen here as part of the business, the rest of the business that needs to be handled, right? To where Filoni has no experience with. But this person here, she's been around at Lucasfilm since, what was it? They said like 1999, right? Here in her description, this is the career started with Lucasfilm in 1999, where her role as a technical area leader, for computer graphics, technical directors in Lucasfilm. Later on, she went ahead and rose up against the ranks as president of ILM in 2009. So she does have her experience. In 2016, Brennan was awarded the commander of the most excellent order of the British Empire. Okay, all right. But right now, she currently serves as a role as a president and general manager of Lucasfilm Business. Right, so she's kind of already in that role. So stepping her up to president is just making her top dog. So she's already got everything behind her on the business sense, and you got Filoni on the creative side. So hopefully, with those two together, we can eventually get something good. So
and it's way more of a positive, I think, outlook than somebody else, in my opinion, too.
Yeah, for sure.
That way, if it's true, yeah.
Yeah, because off the top of my head, I think Eric. I mean, I like I said earlier, I would still want Filoni on the creative side to kind of have more experience, with different movies and what have you. But I'm hoping with this co-presidency that will allow him to do that. Free up some time for him to continue his role creatively and all that, dude. But I wanted to ask you also, man, to gather your impressions on the news on this report, that came out today.
Well, in the backstage, this is new to me. I hope it works. I think it will. It's nice that she been there since the prequels with Revenge, Attack, and Phantom Menace. So that helps because did Dave came in around that same time, or did he came a little bit later?
He came later. He came later. I mean, I want to say it was like 2009-ish, 8-ish when they did the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars was. So no matter what, she has more on the business side, and she's been around with the prequels, and Dave came in, I guess, a little after the prequels in some way. But so, like we talked about, I would love to see a live action, maybe Disney Plus, or a trilogy of Clone Wars live action, or something like that. And then Dave and her can work on the EU with what's going on right now a little bit. Then I love to see them go into the Knights of the Old Republic or the Old Republic round in the near future. I know the Star Wars got a lot of stuff, and it's going to be interesting what they're going to do in the near future.
Like, do you want to see that exact story told again in live action, or you just want to see different stories within that era?
Different stories, because even though they did the Clone Wars TV series, they probably could have done a lot more in this. They could have. Yeah, I like to see more. They made different battles they didn't do. I don't know. I think live action. Bring back. They had like the main, like the 501st, the 212, Commander Wolf with Plo, with all the Jedis, and then a little bit of Dooku, and maybe do some stuff they did in the Clone Wars, but also add new material in the live action also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you bring up KOTOR, dude. I think it would be cool if they can like bring out Revan's story.
Yeah, Revan.
I mean, that's the character they could flesh out. The chemistry with Revan and Malik. Their whole story there. That would be really cool to see. Man.
And if that goes well, then they can do a little bit of Darth Malgus and Darth Bane.
Yeah, I would love to see that, man. Me personally, I would love to see more Sith lore. In the role too.
And same thing with Darth Nihilus. That story with Darth Tara, and Darth Zion. So, and I know they probably canceled the Dawn of the Jedi, but that is still something I would like to see too in live action. The birth of Star Wars too.
Yeah, the beginnings of the Jedi and the Force and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. I mean, like I said, we're already coming up with some interesting stories ourselves as far as like what we would like to see, right? And we're not constraining ourselves into the continuous stories of the Clone Wars, the Age of the Rebellion, post Empire and everything like that. I was in a chat earlier today, man, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't want to see anything after Mando, man, because all that shit just leads to the sequels, and no one wants to see that." I'm like, but I was thinking, hey, what if there's some interesting stories there, right? What if there's some cool characters?
Well, if they bring in Luke Skywalker's son, I guess, in the upcoming movies, that would be interesting. Yes, people might want something different, but I'll take it. Yeah. If people want to see like Mara Jade, I know she's another character that a bunch of people want to see as well.
So I don't know. We'll actually see what happens. Blue over here saying that he's finally glad to see KK go. Like, good riddance. He should have been gone years ago. I somewhat agree with that. Mike Phillips said live action Clone Wars. Hell yeah, sign him up. Pay him whatever. I wouldn't expect Lucasfilm to be like a full 7 seasons of the Clone Wars in live action, but a couple of major arcs would be. I think if they went ahead and expand upon it a little bit. I mean, the idea is cool, but the thing is that do we really want to go back and see all that again? Yeah, I mean, empty brain meat. Yeah, of course. Just for the visuals, but from an actual moving the story forward perspective, I really don't want to go back there again.
Or bringing the 2D Clone Wars to live action, because that's what they should have. Well, Revenge of the Sith was supposed to be 4 hours, so they might have had that in that 4-hour span that they cut out. So it'd be nice to see that, as a live action part too.
Yeah, Mike, I have seen some of the AI, man. For me personally, the visuals look stunning. But a lot of the dialogue is just garbage. It's horrible, man. The delivery on the dialogue everything is so robotic. You got the Emperor. Vader, do you know why our lightsabers are red? You know, oh master, the Jedi never taught us that. Come on, man. You know, but visually they're stunning. But there's another one there's a newer one that just dropped a little while, like a few days ago, called Beggars Canyon. That looks legit. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but that one looks legit. The actual delivery of the dialogue was like different. It was like damn near normal. But it's scary good, man. It's scary to see how much that's coming along. I mean, I personally enjoy the stories. A lot of it, what I've been seeing is like there's sections of the comics that they're bringing to life. You know, and I'm cool with that. I like that. As we've been saying, that's a smart move, but just don't give DC the gun alone. You know, they gave them a partner. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. So hopefully it'll work the same way for Lucasfilm. I mean, on paper, to me, it sounds like a great idea. You know, to have that creative and the business side working, with each other. So hopefully that works out. Yeah, you ain't wrong, man. I feel the same way. I just can't make it through most of them. Really? What do you guys feel about them, man? How do you guys feel about the AI stories that's been coming? Anybody have any thoughts?
It's entertaining. I've seen them. Yeah, sorry. No, I've seen them. I think I've seen most of the kind of recent ones that you mentioned there, Mario. And yeah, I mean, it's come such a long way from the AI just even a couple years ago. And I think at this point, Disney has no excuse on how de-aging or bringing back someone who's, past, bringing their character back and it not looking like the real thing. You have these amateur artists that are doing it with a fraction of the budget that Disney has, and for them to make it look that realistic themselves versus a billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar company, there's no excuse for Disney on bringing back characters from the original trilogy, from the prequels, people that have passed since. There's no excuse why they can't make it look as good as these artists. So I think it's going to step up ILM's game in terms of their CGI, and I hope it does. And it should just make Disney worried that there's people that are putting content that fans want to see, and even though it's not canon, it's just, hey, if they can do it, why can't a billion-dollar company do it, right?
Right.
So it's got to be something that Disney's like worried about, right? If these little amateur videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views or maybe even multi-million views, then how come they can't get the same feedback on a $100,000 or more 30-minute episode, right? Like there's no excuse. So hopefully Disney figures out that people just want to see potential great lore, a different perspective of the characters we know and love in the universe we know and love. And they can do it, but for whatever reason, they're just sticking to their own stuff and trying to make the little guy be the next big thing when it's not really about that. So
right.
I like it, but yeah, the dialogue is just garbage. It's really robotic and it's understandable, but a lot of potential, man. It's just them scratching the surface. So hopefully Disney figures out whatever they're doing, they can easily do it to the next level and make it legitimate and make it official. And I mean, we'll eat it up, but they just gotta stick to the basics again.
Anyone else?
I agree with that. I agree. Yeah, it's good stuff, but Disney, Lucasfilm, they got the money to make it a whole lot better if they want to.
Totally.
And I think, weren't they like shutting people down, like using a certain type of program or whatever, that there was only one specific thing? So like I don't even think they have an issue with them, like fans doing these fan-made AI videos. It's just that they like some sort of software that they promote that they want them.
Yeah.
It's okay if that one, I guess.
they recently signed an exclusive deal with ChatGPT with the Sora app. So they're gonna allow like some characters to be done up in AI. They're gonna allow that, and I guess they're gonna put some of these fan films on Disney Plus for some whatever reason. So, but it's only exclusive to Sora. So everyone else, I think the Google, I forget what Google's app is. They're sending cease and desist to Google for users to stop uploading that kind of content. So they're gonna start cracking down on apps that are not being used by Sora. So we'll see. We'll see how that actually works out. But yeah, fellas, get into collecting news, man. Hot Toys went ahead and dropped this released Savage Opress. So this is like, I think this is like the last piece of the Clone Wars line that has yet to be released. And I think it turned out great, man. I mean, they made it look like the beast that he actually is. I know some people were saying they looked a little cartoonish. I can totally see that, but I mean, considering the where it came from, there's no really live action version. There's no live action actor tied to it, but still, I know the Clone Wars line itself was kind of made after a more realistic interpretation, but this one maybe not so much. But I think it looks fine. To me, it's not a deal breaker. I just think it looks amazing. And him paired up with Darth Maul right here, man, it looks so incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact too that they gave you like the broken horns. That's really cool touch. The robotic arms with the wraps, that they updated not too long ago, and yeah, it looks phenomenal. And this one, I got to get this one pre-ordered ASAP, man. But yeah, Eric, what are your thoughts on this one?
Doing those clones wrong right there. Look at that.
You did it too, do with Grievous, man.
I know. Right?
I like this. It looks great. Like I said, we need a Ventress and maybe a Clone Wars version of Count Dooku. Go with Asajj Ventress and
yeah,
and Savage and all those, and Mother Talisman and the Night Witches. From Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hot Toys did a great job, and looking for more announcement in the Clone Wars line. They're not done.
Oh, I hope not. There's so much more they can actually release, man.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this, dude. Harold, we were talking about, man, doing the clones wrong, but look at this photo, man. And don't get me wrong, dude. Patrick is awesome, and he's definitely doing his thing right now, working for Hot Toys. But
Patrick,
come on, man.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
On the throne of clone bodies, man. That hurts. But it's bad.
Yeah, he did an amazing job. Him and all the blogger photos, because I think it was Shig Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the other ones.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're actually getting there. But are you bringing this home?
Oh, absolutely. And I think, now that like those shots right there, I think what they did, and it changed a little bit. I think from the prototype, I think the yellow changed. It looks more realistic than animated. I feel like the animated yellow was a little bit brighter, possibly.
Okay.
I think this kind of blends a little bit more into like a realistic tone of what it would like, that interpretation. But yeah, they did an amazing job. Just the scale alone. I mean, he's huge. He's unique. Stands out. Like, and this right here with Sidious. I mean, that's gonna look so good.
Yeah, you see, Luis, this is why I wanted to pick up Sidious, man. I mean, dude, these three alone, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, this just says so much, bro. But I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about this release?
I mean, as a Maul enthusiast, I am hovering over getting it, just because of the familial ties there. But then again, I'd have to get Sidious again. It's a gateway, man. And my only Clone Wars right now is really a couple Clone Troopers, Padawan Ahsoka from Ahsoka flashback, right? And that's pretty much it. I mean, I have the Clone Wars Maul, of course, but It's tempting, man. I'm tempted to get this only because of him being Maul's brother, but that would be the only reason. I mean, it's a great design. You know, he is no replacement to Maul, which is why I think they brought him back. Also knowing that you can't replace Maul, but you know, I'm kind of glad that they went a little bit more stylized because it's less tempting only because of that. And it's just a matter, I think, of the brow. Like if they just made the brow not so, you know, arched and just a little bit less toned, I think that would have changed, and maybe a little bit more grime on his teeth, similar to Maul. I think that would have made it that much more realistic, right? But I mean, the figure itself, it looks great. The size is great, and it's what you would kind of really imagine a realistic Savage to look like. So tempting, trust me. But then I'd have to rebuy stuff and buy more stuff. So I'm really trying hard to not open that door again, just because sticking only to primarily films. But it's tempting, man. Yeah, I could be kicking myself for sure down the road.
Because these two together look incredible, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Like for me personally, like right now, I'm on a mission to try to find the actual half episode 1 help. I don't remember if this thing splits apart or not, to be honest. I don't think it did.
Yeah.
This one does?
The Clone Wars one doesn't, I don't. Or maybe it does.
Oh, you mean like on the figure?
The Clone Wars hilt. Does the Clone Wars hilt actually separate so you can have the episode 1 side only? Because that's what was accurate, you know, in the Clone Wars to these two.
No, it doesn't split to where you can put the other half from episode 1.
Yeah, then that's what I need. I need to look for one for that hilt. Then
I actually have Maul with the Darksaber, and then the other half of his episode 1 hilt.
Sure, that's a good idea too.
Yeah, because I mean, he had the Darksaber, you know, I had that. And then eventually he gets his brother's hilt, and then we see that pretty much in Solo.
Right.
But yeah, it's a great pair, right? That kind of sum up the Clone Wars in itself. But yeah, I hope I don't kick myself. You can get Maul for super cheap, but it's gonna be this guy if he's gonna be one of those sleeper figures.
I know. I can't help but wonder that.
You know, like Crosshair, right? That's a sleeper figure.
Yeah. Only time will tell, dude.
Yeah, that's it. It's all time.
Yeah, Mike is saying I'm not a huge fan of the diorama, but damn, I can't stop thinking about that throne, dude. That throne piece is so nice. He says until I think about the throne's price. I don't know about the price, dude, but I mean, it looks phenomenal. Anthony, what's up, brother? So Smallface here.
I think the throne is like $500 or something.
Yeah, what throne? I don't remember seeing a throne anywhere, dude.
No, the diorama when they were sitting.
I know. Once you said the price, it went up on my list. I'm not going to that anymore. But yeah, I'm sure it's been mentioned, but the CW Mall neck is a little too long. Yeah, that's been one of the gripes about it. I personally don't think it is. I think it's fine. But you can actually adjust it a little bit more to your liking, from what I understand. But still, dude, these two together, the ham and the burger. you gotta get them. You know, I feel like you can't have one without the other, man. They're the dynamic duo, so you need them both. But yeah, look at this. Ugh. I can't wait to put it on my Clone Wars shelf, man. Hopefully soon. Hopefully in the next couple of months, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Next up, guys, we actually got a preview from Sideshow during their 12 days of Sideshow. We actually got a teaser for Darth Revan. Now, here's the thing. They say premium format figure and statue. Okay, so the past few releases that they've done with Star Wars as far as their Sith figure, or pretty much, I think, everything now. Well, not everything, but anyway. They'll do their premium format figure, which the scale is quarter scale. And their and their statue, from what it looks like, Luis, from what I believe, it's the 1/5 scale.
Yeah,
So
Mythos.
they're carrying on that Mythos line in a sense, the Mythos scale, the original Mythos
Yeah.
scale, in 1/5, and at the same time releasing quarter scale versions also. I really don't know how I feel about that, you know. But I get, in a way, I can appreciate the 1/5. So that way, like for me, I got two of the 1/5, three of the 1/5 Mythos. You know, I've got the Asajj Ventress, I got the Darth Maul, and I got the Vader. So if I wanted to continue down the red lightsaber user, I can still continue with 1/5. If I want to continue down that line, which I appreciate that. But at the same time, 1/5 is such an oddball scale, man. I really would like to do quarter scale. But now these quarter scale figures are like freaking over $1,000 now. Which to me,
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense. I don't understand why that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But what do you think, Luis?
Yeah, you're right, man. I had, of course, and I know we talked about this, I think, on the first show, the Mythos Mall. And most of my statues were only available in quarter scale. And it looked great, but it just felt off. And I sold it. And then a couple months later, they announced the quarter scale, which has the light up lightsabers. And it's like one of those, would you have gotten the 1/5 if the quarter was offered in the first place? And probably not.
Probably
exactly.
not.
So I don't think that they should do both scales, let alone one that lights up, one that doesn't. But they're going to do it, whatever tries to make them money. But I feel like with the Rex was the straw that broke the camel's back. I feel like that was the first premium format that was crossing, I think, the $1,000 mark, right? Or at least Star Wars wise.
But that's a bigger piece, dude, from what it is with that dial. But
yeah, the diorama, and I feel like Sideshow's only doing it because they see these other statue companies charging $1,000 or more for a diorama style base, and they're like, hey, if people are doing it, why can't we do it? This is Star Wars, so we have that leg up. And I mean, they're selling out, right? They're getting waitlisted, but I haven't checked. Has the Obi-Wan sold out?
I haven't checked either. I'm not sure.
So that's where you're kind of doing too much to flood your own market, right? The Mythos Obi-Wan statue, the first one, was probably considered a grail to many.
Oh yeah.
And it's one of the best Obi-Wan rendition statues out there. But then they came out with the other one, and then they came out with the premium format. So it's like, they're just kind of keep doing the same characters in the same era, and eventually it's going to flood the market. So, I'm obviously a fan of Revan. I don't know if I would get this, just because, again, I'm sticking to mainly film pieces, but it's going to be impressive, especially with the two light up lightsabers.
That's going to be nice.
It's easily a mixed media piece, which I think will look great. But again, if you're going to do mixed media for premium format and maybe sculpt it on the 1/5, is the price going to be that much more of a factor? But yeah, I mean, 1/5 compared to a quarter isn't significantly smaller, so I think price is really going to determine which one's going to sell better.
Yeah, it always comes down to price.
Space for 1/5, you probably have the space for a quarter.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Mike is over here asking whether or not he assumes that these will come on swap out pieces. Don't collect the premium format, so I didn't really bother to look. Yeah, most likely, man. I can probably just guess it'll come on swap out arms, position the lightsabers differently. I couldn't imagine. I mean, unless they did something crazy, maybe they give us like a battle damage up a torso or something like that, or do swap out for a light side Revan too. Make it a whole new thing. I have no idea what's up their sleeve, but we'll have to wait and see within the upcoming months. It's also saying it's a good point. They have the light up lightsabers. Yeah, man. they're not doing it for the 5th scale. They're only keeping it for the quarter scale, which is a bit of a bummer. I mean, you can get it done. You can get customs done, you know, the same way you do with the Hot Toys figures. But it's, I don't know. They should be, just on principle, they should be lit up out the box. I don't know. Harold, am I crazy for thinking that?
No, I kind of, when you get to that price point, even for that Mythos, like I still think that's something that should already be lit up and not have to spend that extra money for sure. Yeah. And as we were talking backstage or even this week in the chat, like I don't know if I'm going to go down that road, but I'm at least on the wait list for that Captain Rex premium format. Of course, it's a decision I don't have to make yet, so I can absolutely change my mind. So we'll see where that goes.
So let me ask you, dude. If by Friday you do get a waitlist conversion, what would you do?
It would depend on what kind of payment plan I would be like. That would be an option for me to put it on because I know those payments would be huge. Because if it's in stock, they want you to get it as quick as possible. So like those would be huge payments.
Okay.
So that would be a big factor, but it's a piece that I want. Revan, I never played the games. I know like Anthony is a huge Revan fan, huge KOTOR fan. So like people like that, I mean, it's perfect for them. I can't wait to see it though. I think it's a cool character, cool design. So definitely looking forward to that. And like I said, we'll see if I go down that premium format route, but I might be calling you. Of course, you were back in the day trying to push statues on me. I think it was on Toy Quest stream. You were like, "Hey, look at this," and yeah. So
I love spending other people's money, especially Eric's.
Absolutely.
Eric, what do you do with this, man? Does it do anything for you?
Well, I know we talked about Darth Nihilus one too, so it's probably gonna be similar price of those scales. I would love to get Darth Revan as a statue, but Sicer is trying to be like these other companies where, like with their Scum and Villains figures, we're gonna charge this, but it's not worth it. So really, I want it, but I might. It's just I can't do anything right now, but I'm a big Darth Revan fan. So
do you have the Revan Hot Toys?
I had the Hot Toys, and I got you got the vintage collection one.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to add more pieces of him into the collection.
Well, if you really want a Revan statue, I just might have one lying around. I mean, yeah, I got the XM Revan and Malik, man. I displayed them. They're beautiful, man. They're heavy as shit, though, dude. They've got some weight. I mean, I'm surprised how much weight they actually have.
Yeah, the XM.
Yeah,
the XMs are great. I wanted those, but it's like I didn't have the money to do it. So.
Yeah, no. If you want them, I'll hook you up, dude. I'll give you a good price, really good price, dude. But it's up to you. I wouldn't mind those. I wouldn't mind moving those on, to be honest. So free up some space for me in the collection, man. It's not that I don't like the characters. It's just that I'm running out of space, and I think tonight I need to go through some inventory to see what else I can get rid of. Oh man! So watch out for posts from you guys on OSR groups. So
got it.
But yeah. So next up, I want to play this video real quick, man, just to kind of set the what we're going to actually be looking at. So I think I'm going to go and play it with sound. You guys go and take a look at this. Let me see.
Take that life size.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't drop it.
That's a trip. I did not know that, man. And that being said, Regal Robot released today that very same maquette. It's in the same scale that you guys saw in the video right now. And what they did is that they actually scanned this thing from the Lucasfilm archives to go ahead and give us this maquette. It's basically a 1/6 scale clone. And let me go ahead and zoom in on some of these photos. And it's posed up the same way, the exact same way. So for the low price of $4.99, we are getting the actual clone trooper itself that they've weathered up, and we're also getting a signature from Doug Chang himself and the concept designer. And so I honestly don't think this is a bad price at all. I mean, there's some Hot Toys out there that we're paying $500 minimum. I mean, it's basically like an Iron Man or like an oversized figure. The Robo King that Anthony was talking about earlier, I think it's a $500 plus figure. But I mean, to get something that's actually tied to the Star Wars lineage, you saw earlier in that clip, man. You saw George checking it out and holding it up for his approval. This is pretty much what we saw in Attack of the Clones, man. And it pulls up the same way with the gun, with the rifle turned upside down like that, the way that it is. And the thing is, it's only up for pre-order for, I think, like 6 days total, right? So right now they went up earlier for pre-order earlier this morning, so you got about 5.5 days left if you really want this thing. So I really want to try to find a way how to get this thing. For me, I would love to have it in the collection because I really don't have anything like it. The only thing I have tied to lineage is my EFX Vader helmet, because that was also, what I understand, scanned from the Lucasfilm archives. And yeah, it's a beautiful piece. So to have actual lineage things in the collection, I just think it's something special. That, I mean, not everybody thinks like that, I'm sure. I can easily say, oh yeah, the Hot Toys Clone Trooper I think is good enough. The shiny Phase 1 is good enough. Yeah, I can totally see that, but this is an actual concept design. So like I said, it's got that lineage, and we're also getting the Doug Chang signature as well. So I don't know what you guys actually think about this. I want to go ahead and look at Gabriel from what you call it? I forget his channel name. He did. They gave him a unit in hand, so he also has a quick review, quick preview format from Star Wars Replicas. So I don't know. I want to get you guys' thoughts. I mean, Harold, as my fellow clone collector brother, I mean, does this do anything for you, man?
This is just one of those pieces, and obviously I love the concept art and the designs and everything from the OT, but this one is obviously something personally special to me. I mean, I just kind of, even from the moment from the movies, just and kind of fallen in love with them outside of the Clone Wars. I mean, it's just an important piece to me. The fact that it's signed by Doug Chang, again, love those original designs, but he just did an amazing job on the prequels. So to have that piece personally signed by him is pretty cool. And I don't have anything else signed by anybody. But if I was to get something, that would be a piece, from him that I would definitely want to get. So for sure.
Autographs can be a slippery slope, huh, Luis?
Oh my gosh, man. Stay out of it, man. Stay out of it. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, Luis, since we're here on you right now, man, do you have any thoughts on this guy? I mean, considering your collection, man, you collect a lot of prop replicas and things like that. So with a concept kit, does this do anything for you?
I love statues that are kind of the full character. And I actually have a buddy that buys almost every Regal Robot Maquette line. And he's big on Regal Robot. He's trying to get me into the Maquettes. Where it's difficult for me on the Maquette side is it's a bust essentially, right? And it's a little bust, and you're paying, you know, anywhere from $300 to $600-700 for these busts that are concepts of characters that we know, but they didn't show up on screen like that, right? So if you are just a concept fan, then this is an amazing piece. I mean, there's no denying you're getting a 1/6 scale exact replica to what we all know of the Phase 1, right? And the fact that Doug Chang is signing it is just the bonus, right? I think this piece alone, I think $350 for that statue itself is fair. You throw in another $150 for a Chang autograph, and I think that price is more than fair.
You can justify,
right?
Exactly. So if you see it like that, then I think it's a great value. But it's just, for me personally, you guys know I'm a lover of clones, but not to your extent, right? If this was the mall concept, like we got from Hot Toys, the recent Celebration figure, that could sway me, right? That concept in a full head-to-toe little statue, 1/6 scale, signed by the artist, that could sway me to pay for something like that. But I feel like when you're paying $500 for 1/6 scale, obviously it's got to go towards a character that you really love. So yeah, I could definitely see this being something that you guys would be really wanting to get. And it's such a limited piece that, you know, Regal Robot's known to not make things, and I'm all for that, right? You guys know I'm a type of collector that is big on limited edition, a one and done, and it should be something that should be, you know, just very limited, right? That comes with the collectability, is a limited item that justifies the price, but it's such a small run that only a handful of people in the world have it, from a, you know, collector size or edition size standpoint. So I think it's great. I think, who knows, if it was a Stormtrooper, that could maybe sway me a little more. But again, as I told my buddy who is a huge Regal Robot fanboy, the moment they do like a Darth Maul concept, then that could be my first official Regal Robot piece. But until then, I'll simply admire from afar and love the uniqueness and the color palette of the whole line. But this one's not for me just yet. But it's a great piece. I mean, if you put it $350 for a statue, then $150 for the autograph, it's a great value. So great for anyone who gets it. I think could easily be a potential grail for a Clone Trooper piece. Because everything Clone Trooper, let's face it, is such a mass production. And it's because of the different variants that they can do that. So to have something that, who knows, may end up only being less than 400 or 500 pieces at the end of the 6 days, that's where it's one of the shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? So we'll see, man. I think people are going to be shooting themselves in the foot when it's day 7 and it's long gone, and now this is just going to double in price, right? So if you want it, thankfully it's timed edition. I would secure it, because as soon as it's done, typically Regal Robot pieces do go up in value. So yeah, it's a great piece overall. Not for me personally, but If they go in this direction with these full size maquettes like they did with the Rancor as well, the Tauntaun, then they could definitely make a buyer out of me. But I'm just not their demographic because I was never a big concept collector. Like the Ralph McQuarrie pieces, obviously love his artwork, but a Ralph McQuarrie piece versus a Drew Struzan, I'll pick Drew Struzan all day long, because these are actual characters that we've seen in the film and renditions of them versus a concept that eventually evolved into what we know on screen. So that's just kind of my take on concept versus screen lineage, and I'll take what I see on screen versus a concept all day long.
I think in this case, man, it's pretty much what we got on screen for the most part.
Yeah,
there are some updates, that they've done, but I couldn't really tell you many of them, to be honest, without really like closely examining it. But just looking at it right now as is, this is very, very, very close to what we got on screen, I think. So that's the way that I'm seeing it, as to kind of I don't want to say like talk myself into getting it, but I mean as far as like for like a reasoning of picking it up, if you're not really a concept collector, this is one of those things where I feel like it's good enough, just because it's basically what we got on screen anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely as close to the screen from their other concept, right? Which was more drawings made into 3D, and then you had your actual 3D ones that were made. I think it's more the proportions, or the
because the bucket does look big.
Yeah, it's a bobblehead look. It's a lot slimmer. And I think that could be throwing it off for me, right? If we're so used to Hot Toys, we're spoiled by Hot Toys and Sideshow clones, that could this display next to them, maybe in the third or fourth row, but next to each other, you can tell something is off. And that could just be my mind swaying me to justify not getting it. But again, if you're a clone fanatic and you can justify the price, then this is something that for sure will enhance the display, because like you said, it's got that lineage. It's a exact replica of what you're getting from the archives, and I'm a huge advocate of that. Hence one of my items for 2026, right, is the reveal helmet, because that came straight from the archives. If you have something that you love and it's made exactly to what they made for the film, then that's as best as you can get to owning the actual piece without having to spend hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars on it.
Let me see what Dylan is over here saying. He says, I know it's just a concept design, but have a couple different Regal robot pieces, concept stuff in general. But I can't just justify this one in particular. Yeah, sure, dude. I mean, if you already got pieces, man, I mean, like for me, I don't collect this kind of stuff, but for me, this is actually intriguing. I mean, shit. Look behind me, bro. Look behind me, and you'll see why. So man,
you have problems, Mario. You have problems.
Hey, bro, I'm not the only one, man. Look at you. But yeah, there's also a bunch of iconic Raider stuff that's coming in March. Yeah, that's true too, man. So it's a big financial decision for me to pass, in favor of of these. Yeah, dude, totally get it, man. So everybody has different situations right now financially and shit like that, dude. But I mean, as a piece is, again, with the lineage, with the concept, all that fun stuff, and I really like it. I mean, here's George right here taking a look at it, man, and that is freaking cool as shit, dude. So I know this exact piece isn't the one, but it's taken from from that particular piece, and just going to that. So yeah, I don't know, but I mean, but Eric, what about you, brother? Is this something that might be in your radar remotely, or just like?
Well, just watching these videos, I actually like it. I just got I got around 300 points to use on Sideshow, and
yeah.
There you go.
So I'm gonna sleep on it. This is my first time actually I knew about, I know I sent that stuff to you guys the other day about this, but just looking at the video, looking at it. It's really cool, you know. But and then it's just,
dude.
are they planning to do more than one? Is this going to be is this going to be a rabbit hole down the road?
No. This is because we only got this one concept maquette, you know, from the archives, and this is just going to be a one and done. That's all it is. Right?
Well, no, would they do other like the 501st or the 212 in phase one?
No. Regal Robot is not a toy company, dude. They're just more like, you know, like replicas from concept design. So the actual
this might be a purchase. I'm gonna think about it. I know there's that time slot, but I got a couple of days to think about it. If I want to pull the trigger, I will. If not, I know other stuff is going to be coming, and especially Hot Toys will produce more Troopers and other stuff. So, you know, but this is awesome.
This is awesome. Trying not to enable, but maybe just a little bit. But
yeah,
even Dylan is saying that he wants to now looking at these videos more.
I'm gonna think about it. But it's cool that you get the autograph and the and you like Louis said, 350 and maybe 150 on the signature. That does make a fair price even more, and I could use $150 or $200 on Sideshow. I'll still have a little bit left, but I'm going to think about it.
All right.
It's a maybe.
I like that sketch. I love that sketch with it too. That's cool.
No, that's actually separate. You don't get those sketches, dude. Those sketches, those other ones, I think they go up for pre-order later on this month, and it's like an $800 set.
Okay.
No, don't do it, dude. Don't do it. No, I can't. I can't advise that, man. But Dylan is also saying there are variants in the archives. Okay, so I'll have to check Rob's stream to see for streams from earlier. He might have clarified whether or not they would make any of those. Okay, all right. Mafia's over here saying that this looks really cool, but as a 1/6 collector, it doesn't look too much to me. But since I love posting, yeah, dude, you know, totally get that. But this isn't something to be posed. You know, it's just a replica of a maquette, you know, that was presented to Lucas for approval. For the actual clones. That's all it is. That's all it really is, man. It's not.
Well, and whoever gets this, or if I decided this will enhance your Star collection, like with Luis doing the EFX and other things. So it will enhance your Star Wars collection. Yes, that's all about money. Yes, this will go up in value, but it'll be a nice piece to have in your collection if people want to get it.
Absolutely. And that's pretty much it as far as figure news is concerned, man. So I want to go ahead and jump on the bandwagon with a bunch of other YouTubers out there. We want to talk about our most anticipated figures of 2026. You see a lot of these videos, man, flying around lately, dude. Mafia did one earlier today. Leo's got one coming up. So I just figured, you know, we talked about this before a couple weeks ago, man. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. But at the same time, I also want to talk about, hey, what are some figures that we would want to see? What's on our wish list that we would like to see now? So we're going to go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want to hear both in one shot. Starting with Eric, bro. I want to go ahead and get, you know, I want to hear what are you most anticipated for this year? You know, give me at least as 5. You know,
for this year, the other version of the Artisan Anakin, the Mustafar.
Right.
The Obi-Wan and Anakin, I think that's going to be 2 great pieces. The Darth Sidious. And then will the Bush Leia be ready this year or not? I don't know.
That one, yeah. She's slated for October this year to March of next year.
And then my 5th would be probably Han Solo, if that does come out this year. You know, I'm not trying to put the 212 Troopers, but the 212 Troopers will probably be out just like the Wolfpack Troopers did, like in December of this past month. So that's really on the most anticipated. Oh yeah, I forgot the Obi-Wan Kenobi Artisan too. I have that on order too. But for like wants, we need Ventress, Asajj Ventress. OT, I would love to see either a Farm Boy or a Return of the Jedi Artisan Luke Skywalker. Then same with Leia, either a Yavin or Ewok artisan.
Cool. Yavin artisan would be dope. I'll say that.
I know they teased Jedi Revan, but for the Knights of the Old Republic, I'd love to see a Darth Malik coming up for the Knights of the Republic. And then maybe another Clone Legion. I want the Commander Green Legion come out.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I meant.
And that's it.
Commander Green. Yep.
Well, but there's a lot more coming out. We don't know. It's just going to be another good year of Star Wars, and that's it.
Yeah, man, for sure, dude. I really can't wait to see what we actually get, man. But Luis, let's go with you next, dude. What are some of your anticipated releases of this year, and what's on your wish list to see this year?
Huge Anakin fan, of course. So I'm looking forward to the Mustafar Anakin, Obi-Wan, of course. Like what Eric mentioned, I think the biggest piece that I'm looking forward to, or two, I should say, is like I've been saying, EFX Vader reveal should be coming out this year, and then they're gonna do PCS. Hopefully, not hopefully, but they'll have their hyper realistic Maul probably in the next couple months. And then the Blitzway quarter scale Anakin with rooted hair. Hopefully that releases this year. Those are probably the biggest pieces that I'm looking forward to for this year, realistically. And then figures that I still want a young Anakin. I think him and a Padawan Obi-Wan 2-pack. That is long overdue.
Yeah, for sure.
They gave us a Jar Jar before we got Padawan Obi-Wan, which is crazy. So yeah, those two I would love. Would also love of course, a New Hope lineup that I can expect for 27 next year. And then I think, kind of going off realistic, I'm hoping they bring more Rogue One, with this year being the 10-year. So I think Jin Artisan, I would easily get that, and I have the first Jin. So Artisan Jin, I would take that 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of Rogue One, she's kind of the standout now that we have Andor released. Baze would be nice, but I think an Artisan Jin, if they can do one thing for Rogue One, it would be her. So that's what I'm hoping. Of course, maybe another Stormtrooper, which thanks to you, I did score that one. So thanks. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Should come next week.
Sweet, dude. That was it's a great list, man.
Thank
Check out the chat. Jedi Chris is over here for Commander Green 8th ammo. Oh,
what's up, Chris?
Yeah, Mike's saying that I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for Quinlan Voss. He can be another Jedi to live the floor. To be fair, man, we didn't see him killed in action, dude. We didn't see him KIA, dude. So I'll give you Quinlan Voss. Mavi's saying, as far as Star Wars, y'all know I'm all about, the legends, the Malgus, the Malice for sure. And hopefully we'll get Bastilla Shan or Mara Jade. Mars Jade or Mara Jade? And a Darth Talon, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
There's rumors of Darth Talon coming out for the new Maul series, man. So if that's true, then I'm sure we'll see something. We'll get some sort of representation. Kanan Jarrus would be dope. It really would, man. But can't see it coming anytime soon. Yeah, I know. I'm there with you, man. So Harold, Harold's the only one that sent me pictures, y'all. So I got some visuals ready.
Oh my god.
No, it's all good. It's good, brother. So let me go.
I'll do my anticipated first, I guess. And I'm going to start off the same as everybody else with the Mustafar Anakin. And Anthony knows this because he got the original Arneson Anakin, or actually one of the was it the dark side Anakin, and he rubs that in my face every day. So
is this the okay? So let me clear things up. Is this the Mustafar you guys are talking about, or are you guys talking about the Artisan Darth Vader version?
Well, I've been talking about both.
I want both. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because when you guys say Anakin, this is Anakin, right? But it does have that Mustafar base.
Mustafar Vader actually is technically, yeah. I guess.
Okay, so that's the one you're looking for. But I kind of want this one too, man. But okay. What else you got?
And then I've got Plo Koon. Obviously, got to have that with my wolf pack. And then Commander Wolf. Obviously, those are kind of like a matching pair. Can't wait to get those in hand. And then Vader on the table. I think that's going to be. It's going to be a very oversized piece. I know a lot of us have been talking about that too. It's so unique to anything that they've offered before, with those, especially with those droids. And it's just going to make an amazing centerpiece. You know, whether it's for the prequel display or Vader display. Truly the birth of Vader in the suit. So I think that's going to be great. And then Jar Jar, I've got that. I know there's people out there that hate Jar Jar, but I don't care. I still look back at that, one of the first major characters in mocap. It's big for the industry, big for the movies. I think it's going to be a great figure, and I can't wait to photograph it too. So.
Oh yeah, dude.
Sure.
Now hang on a minute. Let me go ahead and pull up your other one. Share the screen. Go to the window, and for your wish list for
my
this
wish
year.
list, yes. Definitely needed Count Dooku 2.0. I'm so happy with the one that I ended up picking up. I spent $400 shipped, and at the time, I knew it was going to be so far out before we ever got one. It was well worth it, in my opinion. It's a standout piece, and they did such a good job with him. But definitely need that updated sculpt with the rolling eyes. So, and then kind of Yoda, the same thing, because he's branded Attack of the Clones, so. Oh yeah, there. I don't know. Anthony's the best, so it's all right. But yeah, Yoda's the same. Again, would love to have that with the rolling eyes. That would be a
That'd
nice
be dope.
piece.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then I put this in. It's like a droid commander, but anything in those original colors of the Phantom Menace, to get those battle droids, and they've obviously already teased all those before, and they had the one with the stat from the Phantom Menace too, so that would be kind of all lumped together. I would love to have all those. And then, of course, we'll say, oh, you're saving the best for last. Nice. So, of course, 41st, we need the 41st Elite Corps and the Scouts. I think that's the biggest thing that they did with Commander Wolf last year, was announcing him and then the Wolf Pack right along with him. So I think that's important for the collections too, and the collectors, is to have that opportunity to kind of get that and not have to worry or wonder. It's are they going to make a companion piece for that? So I think that would be amazing to have.
And last but not least,
and again, I love my Sideshow Commander Gree. We've talked about it before. I know you've even said you've thought about wanting to pick one up.
I still do, dude. I still really do, man. If you can convince me to do it and not wait for Hot Toys, then I just might, man. I've always loved that damn design.
Yep. And again, it's obviously the Hot Toys would be far superior with the paint job, with the visor, because the visor on the Sideshow piece is painted. So to have that actual proper visor in the figure is going to look a lot better, and that camouflage paint, I am really looking forward to seeing that produced. So yeah, and I could go on. Obviously, there's probably 100 more, but
hey,
I know.
Hey, Commander Green, you forgot the ATRF version too on your list.
Oh yeah, there is that too. Yeah, from Revenge of the Sith. So yeah, that's true.
Great list, guys. I mean, shit, there's just
Thank
so much out there
Yeah,
that,
man.
that we all want to see, man. And Mike's over here saying that Jar Jar ain't for me, man. But I ain't throwing shade either. All right. Yeah, Dylan. I hope someone on 1/6 Outfitters does Jar Jar Clone Wars outfit. That'd be interesting. I wanted to see actually Anakin, little Anakin with a Jar Jar 2-pack. I was hoping we'd see that.
Oh,
You know, at least him in his pod racer pilot outfit. I think that would be cool to see. Mike saying, yeah, why haven't Hot Toys done a Battle Droid yet variants by now? I thought they would have got them done. Yeah, they've got the molds. I thought we would have seen the regular, like, what you call it, the Naboo versions, the regular ones that we already know. You know, aside from the Geonos. I expect the love for Commander Gree, but I couldn't help display without the head.
No, again.
Oh wow, that's messed up, dude. That is cold blooded. That is
fair.
cold, man.
That's fair.
So for myself, let's go ahead and get this thing going, man. I want to go ahead and talk about what I'm most anticipated for. Now, some of the ones that I've got, they are slated to come out this year, but the range kind of goes into next year. So starting off, man, is not this one. This is the Leia Bush disguise. Oh man, just to see the love that they're giving, man, to the original trilogy, I love it, man. And this Leia is no exception, dude. So I was excited to see this. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, man, but I would really love to get this one in the collection as well. Another one is the Han Solo Empire. I am seriously considering how much more of the OT do I really want to collect? Do I want everything? Or, I mean, Empire is my favorite movie. So if I'm going to complete a line, it's definitely going to be Empire. I mean, all my lines are pretty much complete anyway. I've fallen behind in Return of the Jedi a little bit. But the Empire line, I would just keep going. You know, I wouldn't stop with that. So, because there's just so many. For me, a lot of my favorite looks are within this movie. You know, like I think my favorite version of Luke is the Bespin Luke. My favorite version of Han Solo is this one. Favorite version of Leia is probably still A New Hope, you know, but the Hoth version, the Bespin versions are pretty damn good also, man. So, but yeah, these are expected. I think October this year into March of next year. So we'll see. Hopefully sooner than later, man. Of course, this one also, you guys already know the 212th Attack Battalion Clone Trooper. I ordered 2 of these sets. You know, so I got 2 of these bad boys coming in, and I can't wait to put them in with the rest of the clones in here, man. 212th Attack Trooper for me. Also, Plo Koon. I've always liked the design of him, man. Even though Mike, yeah, he's just, you know, he's just decor for my floor, pretty much, dude. But he's a dope looking Jedi, man. I think I'm toying with the idea of just having the Jedi generals with their respective battalions. I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to litter my troop display case like that, put some Jedi in there. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. What else we got? And this version of Anakin Skywalker. I mean, y'all, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I'm assuming this is the Mustafar version of Anakin itself. You do get the swap out Sith eyes, and you do get the Mustafar base. The newer Mustafar base, might I add. You know, not the recycled one that we got with the Darth Vader. And yeah, I'm excited to see this one. Whether or not I'll get it still remains to be seen, but I'm excited to actually do this. I think the sculpted hair looks a lot better than it does, you know, in my opinion. And the TIE Fighter pilot, man, I gotta hurry up and get this bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Again, original trilogy love, TIE Fighter pilot. We haven't seen one yet, you know, from Hot Toys. So I'm definitely in for this, man. I mean, you guys are Trooper collector, right? So that's to catch them all like the Pokemons, you know? So, but yeah, so that's my most anticipated for 2026. Now, as far as my wish list, what I want to see, I'm stalling right now so I can get some images loaded because I didn't prepare for that part. But just give me a quick second. It won't take long. And yeah, like I said, you guys know I'm a big Trooper collector, so a lot of my wants are going to be Troopers, man. So just be prepared. So let me go ahead and share this. Oh shit, I should have done that. Let me go and share my screen again. And boom. So the first one that's on my list is Phase 2 Commander Fox. I love this version of Commander Fox. Yeah, I'm so happy that we got the Phase 1 version, but this is the one I really want. So I'm hoping Hot Toys will come through. Bless us with this year, man, and just keep it going with the clones. Next up, what I really want, man, Commander Bly. You guys already know. He's the one that took out Ayla Sakura over here on Felicia. Bye, Felicia. And yeah, I basically have one of my clones. Who was it? Commander Apple. I got him. It's pretty much the same figure. You know, they just got to change the colorway, you know, to this mustard, and you know, and the white, and you got the same damn figure. So they have tooling for so many of these figures that they can just bring them all out.
And I have the sideshow version of him too, and it's a really excellent figure.
Yeah, you're gonna try to talk me into getting that one too. Commander Green's another one, dude. Harold.
Sure.
Yeah, that same one right there. You know, I really want this one, but the Hot Toys, I really want a Hot Toys version of it. But if I get too impatient, man, I can see myself getting a sideshow. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But this is one that I really want to see. Commander Bakara from the Kiadu Mundis, the Galactic Marines. This is another one I'd like to see. You know, I've always liked to look at the Galactic Marines. You know, you got Bakar with the mutton chops. I always thought that was pretty cool. You know, so these tactical troopers, man, I really like the looks of these. And also, Commander Neo is another one. We saw him in episode 3 on the Borg speeders during Order 66. really quick look at him. We also saw him in the Clone Wars, you know, animated series as well.
And they tease them at the Star Wars Celebration.
They did, man. So hopefully they'll bring him up. You know who else they tease at Star Wars Celebration too? The rest of the freaking Delta Squad. So this is what I want to see, man. I'm hoping they complete the squad. I want to see Fixer and Sev. That's these two particular commandos right here that we still need to see, man. And we've already got the first two. We've already got Boss. We've already got Scorch. We just need these two. There's no reason why they cannot be at least announced by now. So watch, they'll announce one of them this Friday probably, or Thursday night. We'll see. And yeah, I'm looking forward to actually completing the Delta Squad. You know, for the Hot Toys, man. So that's basically it. That's what we got right now. Let me check in with everybody else. To see Big Rib, what's going on, bro? Happy New Year, Big Rib. Pedro Lopez is here. What's going on, bro? Mike saying I had to grab the 212 to go with Coda. Yeah, for sure, dude. They're gonna look so good together when they come out, man. Hopefully they'll drop sooner than later. Like you said, Eric, man. By the end of the year, that those bad boys come out, I'm all for it, man. They already paid off for me. I went and bought them, paid them off, so I would like to have them sooner than later. Please, Howard. I'm very tempted to make the Sculpted Anakin my first Anakin, but I'm also nervous about swapping out the mice. Do any of you guys have experience swapping out ice? I wouldn't think it'd be that difficult.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad.
No,
you got like do you need a pair of pliers, or you just push them out from the outside in, or?
I think it depends on like the eye openings. At least for me, when I did it for Anakin, I had tweezers from the back of the eye, and then I pushed a little with my finger, and then it just popped right out. And then tweezers to pop them back in. It's harder to pop it back in versus popping them out. But yeah, it's
tweezers work well enough.
Yeah.
Ooh.
With the heads with the bigger opening, it's much easier. But if it's got deeper in, then tweezers or pliers. I would go with tweezers over pliers because you don't want it to ruin the back of the eyeballs.
Yeah, put so much pressure on there we can actually kind of squish the little plastic a little bit. Yeah. You
But,
see, Mike? Yeah, dude. Phase 2 Fox. Definitely needed in the collection. So, guys, that's been it for us tonight. I want to thank everybody here for joining us tonight, dude. We already got an hour and a half in, which is the perfect mark, the sweet spot to where I want to keep the show. But got to go around the panel, man. Start off there, dude. First of all, again, Happy New Year, brother. Thank you for coming through, to the start of a new year for the new shows. And what you got going on, brother?
Nothing much. Just trying to just keep paying down my pre-orders. Maybe cancel some stuff. I don't know. Or I don't know. Just we know we're gonna get a lot of stuff this year. So.
Yeah. Prepare your wallet, dude. So just be ready for it. Commander Green. Yeah, thank you for coming through as always, man. We're starting off the new year, starting off right, with this episode. And what about you, dude? Where can people find you? What you got going on, bro?
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for that shout out in the beginning too, with showing off my stuff. Really appreciate that. No, I've just actually been having fun lately. I hadn't had a lot of time like prior to the last few weeks. So I've gotten out and been able to take a lot more photos than what I had been able to. And really, I don't even think I really have anything coming in anytime soon. Like I said, I think Commander Wolf is like the next in line. So just kind of waiting for that notice for him. But that's pretty much it. But no, just another great show. Happy to be here and hanging out with you guys. So good time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'm happy. I'm happy with that. We can all get together, man, and talk about all the Star Wars stuff we love to buy. Luis, last but not least. Oh, yeah, man. You got anything coming up? Anything going on you want to talk about? Anything you want to plug?
Oh, you're muted.
Luis.
Not a whole lot. Thank you. Surprisingly, this month's kind of being more MCU. I think I told you guys I've got Artisan Black Widow coming in, Artisan Loki coming in, Wolverine, the deluxe Wolverine yellow suit coming in. So that's going to be me. Yeah, I think in the next couple weeks I'll have those, and then that Stormtrooper from Rogue One. But other than that,
did you get it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. No, thanks to you.
Did you give her a better price, or were you good with
it? Yeah. He knocked like $20 off.
Sweet, congrats, brother. All right, that's awesome.
There's still one more, like you said. So that one's left for you if you want the extra.
all right. No, I thought you said you got one more, the 2-pack that I showed you. I thought you might have gotten that also.
No, just the one trooper. But yeah, that
Sweet,
should come next week. So I'm excited.
Awesome,
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. Like I said, I love to spend other people's money when I can.
Yeah. Well, I was eyeing that for a bit, and that was a good deal. I'm not gonna lie, and you got
a better price than I did.
Yeah, no, that was easily like what I was seeing, like $300 to $400 range easily.
Mm-hmm.
So appreciate that. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I know one thing we didn't touch on is Lego announced at CES they've got a new smart brick system.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So CES is the big consumer electronics show going on in Vegas. And Lego announced a new smart brick system, which is crazy, where it's a smart brick that's got some type of, I assume, maybe RFID, but there's a brick that lights up and has a sensor. And when you put other bricks or even minifigs now, that brick will light up and give sound and interacts with the other bricks and the minifigs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's really cool. It's the next evolution in Lego play.
Yeah, that's innovation. That's awesome.
Yeah, on the next show, man. Yeah, definitely look it up. But I may get a set or two, but pretty much it, man. other than the upcoming handful of figures, I'm trying to stay low as much as possible from spending.
I feel you, dude. Definitely. Well, thank you, man. As always, coming through tonight, man.
Appreciate you having me, man. I appreciate everyone, and great way to start the new year. So thank you, guys.
Dude. Oh yeah, man. Love it. Thank you, everyone, for the chat, for showing up tonight, man. We'll be back again in a couple weeks. What are we looking at? We are looking at Tuesday, the 20th. We shall return here once again for episode, where we at? It'll be episode 6. All right.
Best episode.
6. Right. Yeah, for Uncivilized Scoundrels, man. So everybody have a good week. Happy New Year once again to everyone. Hope you guys are doing have a great couple weeks. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
So uncivilized.
Bobby G, thank you for the 20, man. Great panel, man. The Greens. Thank you, buddy.